Hello everyone, it's Tracy from Cowbridge Library here, and today we're going to have a craft activity which is making a paper pumpkin. What you're going to require is some A4 orange paper, some string, or if you can get hold of one, a very long pipe cleaner. You're going to need a pair of scissors, a couple of fairly large buttons, some green card that you can cut into the shape of leaves, and something to put a hole in the leaves, a hole punch, or if you haven't got a hole punch you could use a piece of blue tack and a pencil and pop a hole through the card. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is, with the A4 piece of paper, you need to fold it in half lengthways, and then you need to fold it in half again lengthways. So this will give you your lines. Now you're going to need 3 pieces of card to do this, and then you cut along the lines that you've made. And you do this on all 3 pieces of card. When you've finished that, you end up with lots of strips like these. Okay? So if you notice, I've popped a hole in each of the ends of these, and I've done that at both ends of the card. The next thing you're going to have to do is, with a piece of string or with the pipe cleaner, you pop it through the hole that's in the button. Take it through and then push it through back on itself. This just makes it very secure and it won't pop out. So that's the bottom of your pumpkin. The very next thing to do is, with the end that doesn't have a button on, you need to feed all of the papers, all of the card, onto the string. If you can get very thick string, that's quite good for doing this as well. And you push them all through until they are on the string or pipe cleaner. And then that is the bottom of the pumpkin there. Bringing the other ends up, you then need to push the pipe cleaner again through all of the holes on the same side as the one at the bottom. It can be a little bit fiddly, so be patient and do it one at a time if necessary until you've got them all onto the pipe cleaner. So once you've got them all onto the pipe cleaner, you need to pull the top ones down towards the bottom until you've got a shape something like that. Okay? Now, in order to hold this piece here intact, like you have at the bottom, you need to use the other button. It can be any shape, any colour, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's got 2 holes or 4. Just pop the pipe cleaner through there, or the piece, or the piece of cord or even string, whichever you're using, and through the other side. You might need a little bit of help to do this. It can be a little bit tricky at times. Okay, so once you've got that secured in position, you have a button at one end and a button at the top end and a piece of string or the pipe cleaner in the middle. So now you are ready to fan these out in order to make the shape of a pumpkin. And you just simply do that one at a time. Until you get a three-dimensional shape. So there you have your pumpkin shape. The next thing to do, once you've done that, is to actually put on some leaves to the pumpkin. So on the length of string that you've got left, or even the pipe cleaner, if you take a piece of the leaf shape that's cut out of green, and you draw with a pen the shape of the veins that are inside the leaf, and then pop a hole in it, either using a hole punch or a piece of blue tack and a pencil, and feed the pipe cleaner through that hole. You can push that right the way down to the button, and then do another one through the hole, push the pipe cleaner down, and then in order to actually make it look like it's a vine, if you wrap it around your finger, if you've got a pipe cleaner, this works very well. Unfortunately, if you've only used string, it may not work. In fact, probably won't work. But there you have it. In the end, you have a pumpkin and a vine.